Yo, what is up guys, it's Wodzu here. Welcome to the channel after the longer break, and here we are back with new beat grinding in Reaper episode. I'm having some good yerba mate, I don't know, yerba mate. If this is your first time with the beat grinding in Reaper series, this is a series where I teach you how to make beats, but not only how to make beats, but how to do it in Reaper. Today we are moving to the land of the bass. Yeah, this means 808. Oh my god, it's so awful and so good at the same time. Today we'll focus on the easiest way to make 808 in your trap beats or any kind of beats, which is 808s from samples. Here we have a new session open in Reaper on my beat grinding template. I will record some simple drums and then we will move to making 808s.
Beat grinding in Reaper.
Okay, so here's our drum loop, and now let's move to the bass bus I've prepared. Here we have the sample 808 track, which has ReaSamplomatic loaded in. ReaSamplomatic, if you don't know what it is, it's just the simplest basic sampler built into Reaper. And now you will need an 808 sample. You can use any sample you want. Personally, I recommend using good quality samples, for example from cymatics.com. Today we will use, for example, something from the Cobra hip hop sample pack. Here we move to 808s, and here we have a list of 808s. We load an 808 and we already have all the files from the folder, so we can browse through 808s by just pressing the up and down arrow. I like that one. As you can see, every file ends with a letter. This letter tells us which note this 808 is in, because a sample can be, for example, in C, it can be in D, and this one is in E. So this is this key right here. But how to tune it? Because now, if you just arm it for recording, it does nothing. Everything is the same. So we move to the mode section right here. Now it ignores MIDI notes, so it plays the same thing on every key. We move to semitone shifted mode, and now it's semitone shifted. It's really low right now. But as you can hear, it sounds really weird. The reason for this is because when I press a key, even really shortly, like that, it plays the full sample. We don't want that. So we move right here and we check this box, which is obey note offs. And now the sample is playing only if I'm holding the key. So the configuration is almost done. The last thing we have to do is to tune the 808. And how do we do that? You have to take any sound, any VST that has the C note, this one. Right here. Here is the C note if you don't know where it is. For this purpose, I will just load ReaSynth, which is the simplest synthesizer built into Reaper, so you don't have to download anything else. Now let's move an octave higher so we can hear better. As you can hear, those are totally two different sounds. And now in ReaSamplomatic we use the pitch start parameter, which can just make the 808 higher or lower by semitones. And now it's in the key. If you can't hear the notes properly, because every one of us has different musical hearing, just practice a little bit. I am sure after tuning like 10 samples, you will be pretty good at it. Okay, so now we can get rid of the ReaSynth because we don't need it anymore. And let's program some 808. To program any 808, we just need to select the area to create a new MIDI item. We click on our track, we go to the insert menu, and then we insert new MIDI item. And here is our new MIDI item. We click on it 2 times, and now the MIDI editor shows up and we can start programming our 808. The only thing we have right now is the drums, so we don't have the key of the song, we don't know what the leads will sound like, we don't know anything. So let's just start from choosing a scale. I don't usually start my beats from programming 808s. I usually do it at the end of the production, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I will just choose a scale. We go to the key snap at the bottom of the editor. For example, let's choose D sharp. in a natural minor, so it sounds like that. Okay, my method of programming 808s is pretty simple. I just take the kick by pressing Ctrl A and Ctrl C. So I just selected it all and copied it to our clipboard. Now I go back to the 808. I've pasted those kicks. They are pretty low right now, so I'm moving them higher. And now I'm just making all those notes longer. And now we have a single note 808. Yeah. Skirt, skirt. It's pretty boring, so now we can just play a little bit with the notes. Okay, now it sounds like that. This is the simplest way you can just make any 808 part, but personally I like to add some things, and sometimes I like when the 808 hits without the kick. So let's make it a little bit different. When the 808 hits with the kick, it's really hard. So adding 808s without a kick, just for a variation, is a good idea in my opinion. And that's the simplest way to make 808s in Reaper. In the next episode I'm gonna show you how to make glide 808s with samples in Reaper. Glide means, like, you know, those 808s with sound sweeps.
Question time!
And the question for today is really simple. Do you use 808 samples, or do you prefer to tweak 808s in an external synth, for example Serum, Massive, or etc. Tell me what's your favorite way of making 808s in the comment section down below. My name is Dominik, you've been watching Wodzu Beats, and keep the good vibes alive.
Wodzu Beats Production.